Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into one of the most crucial aspects of creating a successful oil painting, evaluating your composition. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced artist, understanding composition can take your art to the next level. So let's break down the steps. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, what is my focal point? This is the area of your painting that will draw the viewer's eye. What do I want people to notice first when they look at my painting? The focal point could be anything, a person, a place of interest, or even a patch of light. If you have multiple elements competing for attention, you might need to simplify your composition. Imagine your canvas at a set of scales. You don't want the painting more heavily weighted on one side. If it's heavy on one side, you want to put something on the other side to balance it out. Balance doesn't always mean symmetry. It just means distributing things throughout the painting that make it seem balanced. Try squinting at your sketch to see if it looks right. Adjust as necessary to make it seem equal. Consider the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a classic guideline that can help you arrange elements in your painting. Imagine dividing your canvas into 9 equal parts. The parts in the middle, with the 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines, are potentially your best source for a point of interest. It definitely makes it more dynamic than just putting the center right smack dab in the middle. Rule of thirds are meant to be broken. You can change it up, especially as you become more experienced. But an understanding of the rule of thirds is a great place to start. Now I have to say, I still struggle with composition, and I've been painting for, 15 years or so. Sometimes I'll paint something and just struggle with it and can't figure out what's wrong. I'll send it to my friend Sharon and she'll say, "Hey, your composition is bad." That happens to me quite frequently. Sometimes I look at myself and I say, "Your composition is bad." So don't feel alone. We all do this stuff, even experienced painters. Movement and flow is the next thing you look at. How will the viewer's eye travel through your painting? If your point of interest is up here, this is one of the places you can have a center of interest. And if you've got something real big and dark down here, they're not going to look there first. So you want them to go immediately to your point of interest and then travel to this part and this part and this part. Think about that when you're designing it. Sometimes less is more. Once you've set up your composition, take a step back and ask yourself if every element is necessary. On this painting that I'm about to start now, I eliminated some stuff that I felt was distracting. And also sometimes if you see an element that you think, I don't know if I can paint that in a way that they can understand what it is, that's a good sign to get rid of something. Now another thing you can do is you can test what your design is with thumbnail sketches. I do this a lot, and sometimes with the thumbnail I decide not to even paint it because it's just, although it's interesting to me, I don't think it's a good thing to paint. I don't think it's going to be interesting to someone else. And also most of the time there's an element that I don't feel like I can adequately explain by painting it. Most of the time it's like tree stumps. Although I find them very interesting, I find them extremely difficult to paint. When you do a thumbnail, try out different perspectives. Try close up and try far away, and try with the center of interest off here or over here or over here or over here. This is an example of some thumbnails that I have done in the past and basically ended up not painting these paintings. And these are big thumbnails. You could probably fit 6 or 9 thumbnails on this paper. The smaller they are, the better, because that really gives you a good idea of what your composition is. Here's some more thumbnails that I've done. These are probably hand nails. And here's some more. is the thumbnail that I did for the river painting, which didn't turn out at all. There's a video about that you can check out. And this is when I was going into doing animals. This one I still haven't done because the mountains are so complicated, I think, that I don't know if I can paint them. Now I also use the same paper to do my preliminary sketch. The preliminary sketch is really good for light and shadow. This is one where I did a preliminary sketch, a preliminary value study, and I don't know if it's paintable. I'll show it to you. Let me know what you think. And this is my hand nail for the painting I'm working on now. So in conclusion, evaluating your composition is an essential step in the painting process. By focusing on the previous 5 items, you'll make a better painting and you'll set yourself up for success. Taking the time to get it right will relieve you of a lot of stress. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe and share it with your fellow artists. Happy painting!